Okay, good evening, everyone. This evening, we're going to talk about opening the hand in the fourth seat when the bidding is ready to die out. And it goes pass, pass, pass. Now, I know there are conventions that people use in the fourth seat, but the convention that's very common is called the rule of 15 or Pearson points. But you should only use it when you've got a debatable hand of whether you should open or whether you shouldn't. There are some hands you definitely will open. So you don't use the rule of 15 on every hand that's gone 3 passes to you. It's when you do not have your 2.5 defensive tricks and you're not sure should you open or shouldn't you. That is what we'll do. And how do we use the rule of 15? We count up our high card points plus the number of spades in the hand. If it adds up to 15, we can open. If you're short in spades, they say you shouldn't open because you're only going to open it up for the opponents to outbid you in the higher ranking suit. It's called the rule of 15 or Pearson points. So I'm going to load hand number 1. We'll discuss the rule of 15. It's a really interesting rule, but the other rules as well in the fourth seat, which I want to show you tonight. And if there are any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me. I'm going to share the screen here on hand number 1. And North cannot open the bidding. We've only got 9 points, so we're going to pass. And East is not going to open the bidding because we really don't have an opening hand. And I do not suggest in first and second seat ever to open 3 clubs with a 6-card suit. I would do it in third seat, but not in first and second. First and second are very dangerous situations. And you've got an outside ace third in a major. When I open in the minor, I like to be minor orientated. I'll never have 3 to an honor in the majors. So you should pass. South's going to pass. And now we're in the fourth seat, the balancing seat. Do we open or not? Well, looking at the hand, we don't really have any discussion. We have a 14 high card point hand. So we don't have to use the rule of 15. The rule of 15 only applies in a situation when you're marginal, when you have like 10, 11 points, and you really haven't got an opening hand. But this hand is clear cut to open on this hand 1 club. And it's going to go 1 heart overcall. You should overcall a heart for a lead. It falls in line with suit quality. You have a 5-card suit plus the number of honors, not the points. That's 2 honors. If 5 and 2 is 7, you can bid it at the 1 level. There's no problem whatsoever. Now, East has to make a decision what to do. How do we tell our partner that we've got a limit raise or better? We promise if we raise the minor, we have to have 5 in a minor, 3 in a major. But we cannot bid 3 clubs because 3 clubs is a very weak bid with 5 clubs. We have what's called a limit raise invitational. And the only way we show the invitational hand is the Q bid of the overcalled suit, which is 2 hearts. 2 hearts guarantees 5 clubs, everyone. When your partner opens a minor, you've got 5 of the minor. Your partner opens the major, you have 3 of the major. The Q bid sets it apart from being weak and preemptive versus values and invitation. Pass. They may bid 3 hearts. They might very well bid 3 hearts. They've got the law on their side. So on this hand, having 4 hearts, they're going to bid 3 hearts. And now it's up to you what to do. You add up your high card points. We know partner's a passed hand, but partner promises you 5 club tricks, 5 clubs for sure. And you are the maximum of your minimum bid. So on this particular hand, okay, you should bid 3 no trump. 14 and 11 is 25. Bid 3 no trump. You stopped in hearts. Your partner showed 5 clubs. As it happens, partner's got 6. And you should be in 3 no trump. Did everyone get to 3 no on this hand? I'm very concerned about getting to 3 no. Did anyone get to 3 no?
How come East wouldn't have did a preempt?
Because it's very bad to preempt with 3 to an honor and another major in first or second seat. I don't preempt 6 card suits in first and second. They're usually 7. So I would never preempt on that suit. First of all, it's a very bad suit. Second of all, I've got ace, third, a spade. You could miss a spade contract. When you make a preempt, you do not have the majors. The whole purpose of the preempt is to stop them finding their major fit, and sometimes it will backfire on you. That club suit is not good enough. You need honors in that suit and not the ace of spades. So you should never open in first and second that kind of preempt, okay? Does that help
Linda,
you?
I suppose to preempt with clubs, you'd have to bid at the 3 level also, right? Which is even worse.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. You should never do that.
Yeah.
So, and you've got an invitational hand. So the cubit takes over. The cubit of the overcalled suit shows that invitational hand. I have 5 clubs with you, partner. You happen to have 6. And I have a limit raise or better. That is how we differentiate between preemptive weak and limit raise or better. That is how you tell the difference. I hope everyone's playing this new style of bridge today. The old style's gone out long ago. The cubit of the overcalled suit shows a limit raise or better. 3 in a major, 5 in a minor.
And Linda, without the 1 hard overcall, then East would bid the standard limit raise, right?
Of course. If I win 1 club pass, I would bid 3 clubs invitation.
Thank you.
No question. And you're going to get...
Linda, sorry. They're bidding the 3 no trump here because they have a heart stopper. If they didn't have the heart stopper.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Once they've got that heart stopper, they must bid the 3 no. So they're going to get a lead of a heart. And a 4th highest. And you're going to win the jack. Now we look at our heart suit. And we know that there's one dangerous hand on this hand. South. If South gets in, they're going to swallow up our king of hearts and we're going to lose all those heart tricks. We have to protect that king in 1 heart. And the only way we can protect is count our winners. In the spades, we've got 2. Hearts 1. Diamonds 1. And we need 5 club tricks. We've got 6 in dummy. So if we can take those 5 club tricks, plus our 2 spades are 7, 1 heart is 8, and ace of diamonds is 9, we have our contract. But we've got to take what's called a safety play. And how do we take a safety play? You've got many ways of doing it, many ways. Either you're going to play to the ace and play back to the 10, or you're going to play a spade and play up to the 10 and keep the right hand out with the spade. So this is how you would play it. You've got 2 choices. You can either go to the spade because you're in control. So you can play the 6 of spades. And the reason why I play the ace of clubs, I prefer it, is in case there's a singleton queen. And now you're going to play a little club. And you're going to play the 10 because you don't mind if North gets in, they can't touch the heart suit. The heart suit can never be touched. Now, I would normally not do it this way. I'm always worried about a singleton queen. So I would do it the other way. I'd leave the ace of spades there. I'm still in control. I would always play to the ace of spades. Just because there's sometimes singletons. I'd play the 3 of clubs to the ace, just in case a singleton queen comes up. Then I'd play a little one to the 10. As long as I play to the 10, I don't mind if the left hand gets in. They can't damage me with the heart suit. If they win the queen, they can't harm me. And then I would clear the club suit. And it happens to work. So once it works, it's great for me. Now I can catch the king of clubs. I don't have a problem. Unblock the suit. And my entry is the ace of spades. So that is how we would make the hand. I'd go to dummy with the ace of spades. And I would now enjoy my lovely clubs. I don't know what they'll throw away. The 6 of hearts, to say you had 4 originally. Well, let's look. Let's look what we can do here. You never know what can happen. I think I'll throw the spade away. I'll throw 1 heart away. And now, what am I going to throw away? It doesn't really matter, a diamond. And what are they going to throw away? A diamond. And then on the last club, they will throw away a diamond. They'll throw away a spade. And you'll throw away a heart. So now we're home. We don't have a problem. So we'll play the jack of diamonds just for fun. They won't cover. They may, because you see the 10 and the 9 in the dummy. So don't cover. And they're going to put up the ace. And they're going to run for their lives. They're going to take all their money and they're going to run. It doesn't matter what they do. And they're going to make this contract. And make 10 tricks. And the rest are theirs. They may make more. If they exit the diamond, they'll end played. This hand should have thrown the king of diamonds away. And let me tell you how they know that. Let me tell you how they know that. It's hard. When they played a diamond to the ace, you must know for sure that they don't have the queen. So when it goes a jack of diamonds and they play the ace of diamonds, throw your king away. Because if the West hand had the ace queen, they would have taken a finesse. And then you don't get end played in the hearts. Now you can play the king of spades. And then when they play another diamond, you're not end played. Now they can come the heart through for you. And you don't get end played. They're going to catch the queen of spades. It's important to throw that king of diamonds away. Otherwise, you would have given them an extra trick. There you go. Any questions on the bidding on this hand, everyone? Any questions? I'm very wary to preempt a club suit with only 6 clubs in first and second seat. That is such a bad suit. No 10s, no 9s. It's moth-eaten. It's got 1 top honor. The jack's worth nothing. Okay? Any other questions? All right.
Why were you worried about a queen singleton, even though it's in no trump?
I beg your pardon?
Why were you so worried about if they had the queen of clubs singleton in no trump?
Because I don't want to lose to a singleton queen. That's why I always play the ace. Then I don't lose any club tricks.
Oh, okay. I got you.
That's the reason.
I got you.
And often there's a singleton queen. You got to just take out insurance, okay? So I'm just posting for all of you who are finished, and I want all of you just to see the numbers that we're playing tonight. It's 1, 4, 5, and 9. And there are the hands for you, for those of you who came in late, just so you can see it, everybody. Okay? Right. Let's go on to the next hand, number 4. It's going to go pass by west, pass by north, pass by east. Now, this is something that people are not aware of at all. There are situations in bridge where there are no weak 2s in the 4th seat. Weak 2s are non-existent. Anytime it's gone 3 passes and partner opens 2 hearts, 2 spades, 3 clubs, or 3 diamonds. It's a full opening hand, 12 to 16 points, maybe 17, and a guaranteed 6-card suit. So everyone should write that down. There are no weak 2s in the 4th seat. The same happens in the following. I'm just going to undo this for a moment. It doesn't relate to this hand at all. But if this hand had opened a diamond, and the bidding went pass, and the bidding went pass, and now I'm back in the 4th seat, the same principle is a jump of 2 hearts, 2 spades, 3 clubs of full opening hands, no weak 2s in the 4th. So whether they open on your left, whether they don't open and there are 3 passes to you, you're in the balancing seat. You must show a 6-card suit. It's a very, very good bid. It takes away all the bidding space. Don't open 1 if you've got a 6-card suit.
Linda, if you do that, is it alertable?
No. And you know, the people looked at me today sideways. They thought I had a weak 2 and I didn't. I opened 2 hearts. I had a very good 17-point hand. I had a good 6-card suit, ace, king, queen to 6. And they don't know that. It is not alertable. It is standard bridge. There are no weak 2s in the 4th seat.
And is the reason to do this to distinguish it from a sort of desperation
A
1 spade
5-card
bid?
suit,
Yeah.
it gets your whole hand across. It shows a 6-card suit and it shows that opening hand.
Okay, thank you.
But you can't do it with a 5-card suit. It's got to be 6. So it's going to go pass. And now you have a fit, but you're not sure how good partner's hand is. So you're going to bid 3 spades. Partner, I've got a fit with you. I never deny a fit with a fit. Never. And when partner invites you, do you remember I once told you about if ever you've got a singleton, always accept the invitation? I did. 4. Don't look at points. Just put 4 spades, please. You have a singleton. Don't look at points. And they're obviously going to lead either the 3 of diamonds or the jack of diamonds. They've got a 5-card suit. Some people lead the jack from 5, showing the 10. Others lead 4th highs from 5. So I don't mind what you lead on this particular hand. I prefer the jack. I like to show my partner the 10. So this is the way I would lead it. And now, what are they going to put up? If they play low, this hand will not put up the ace because they're going to give them 2 tricks. So everything depends on you. Okay? So leading a low one, let's undo that for a moment. We're not sure where the king is. It shows an honor. So when it goes low, you're going to take the ace. Of course. You're going to take the ace. And now what are you going to do? You're going to come back a diamond. There's nothing else to come back looking at that dead dummy. I like the lead of the jack. So they're going to come back the 8 of diamonds. They've got 2 left. Okay? But you can't really use that king of diamonds because there's nothing to throw it on. You've got 4 hearts in dummy. You've got 4 clubs in dummy. Now, it's really important. We want to get out the ace of clubs. But before we get out the ace of clubs, we want to draw. We could have always roughed a diamond. We want to draw the children off the streets. We've got 9 between us. So let's try first and see if they break 2 and 2. And if they didn't break, I'll show you what you'll do. They did break. Okay, so well, that's pretty good. So let's get the king of diamonds out of the way. And now you play the queen of clubs. And they've got to take the ace of clubs because if it's a singleton, you're going to make that trick. So they must probably take the ace. And now they've got to switch. And what are they going to switch to? They're not going to switch to a club, and they definitely cannot play a diamond, because what we don't see in dummy, we don't play. So we know there are no diamonds anywhere. There are none in the dummy, there are none in declarer's hand. We're not giving a ruff and a discard. So the only thing you can come back is either a club, or you come back the king of hearts from a doubleton. And they take the king of clubs, and they throw their heart away. They take their jack of clubs, and they throw the other heart away. And now how many are we going to make? The rest are ours. We're going to make 5. So don't look at points. Please look how many points South has got. How many points has South got? 13 high card with a singleton queen. And how many points has the North hand got? 10 high card. So 10 and 13 is 23, and we made 11 tricks. Well, you got to say that was fun. Any questions, everybody? Any questions? None? Okay. We all understand 4th seat, please. That's very important. 6 card suit, 12 to 16 or 17 points. Take away 2 rows of bidding space from the opponents. Sometimes it works well. They don't find a sacrifice against you because there's no space to bid. None at all. I hope all of you got to that game. Do you know if anybody got to the game? Can you tell me? I never looked it up.
Linda, it looks like in the 0 to 50 game, out of 11 games, 7 of them got to 4 spades.
Oh, good. Okay, that's excellent. I'm happy about that. All right, so the dealer is North. North has got 7. Bad, 11, we pass. Okay. And this is also a very bad 11, we pass. And this hand's definitely not opening. But we can open this hand because we've got a 5-card major, and let's look at the rule of 15. We have a marginal hand. Looking at the high card points, we've only got 10 high card points, everybody. But if we add up the high card 10, plus the number of spades in your hand is 15, you can open the bidding. They can't outbid you. Why? Because spades is the anchor suit, and they cannot outbid you. But if you had hearts or diamonds and didn't have spades, that's why we use the rule of 15, because they can outbid you in spades, and you'll be opening it up only for them. So that's why a lot of people may pass out a hand if they don't have spades. So here we're going to open 1 spade. The rule of 15 works very well on this hand. High card points plus the length of the spades. Pass. And now we have to find a bid. Well, we don't fit. And one thing is definite. We've got to show 11 or more points because we did pass originally. So you should bid 2 diamonds. When you bid a new suit having been a passed hand, that guarantees a 5 or 6 card diamond suit. Guarantee. You don't have to bid a diamond suit at the 2 level on a 4 card suit. You would bid no trump. And it'll go pass. And now with your sub minimum hand, you should pass with 3 diamonds. And you're going to buy it for 2 diamonds, everybody. That is the right contract. There is no other contract. What were most people in on board number 5? Can you tell me? I don't have the list here.
0 to 50, 1 board got to 2 diamonds. 2 of them were pass outs, and everyone else played in either 2 no trump or 3 no trump.
Well, that's overbidding. Very much overbidding. We should be in 2 diamonds.
Lynn, how come a change in the suit is not forcing?
Because you're a passed hand.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
That's what changes everything.
Okay.
The minute you're a passed hand, everything changes. And that is why I say to everybody, Never bid a new suit when you are past hand if you have a fit with your partner. Because if you bid a new suit, your partner doesn't have to bid again. So always
Very good.
fit with a fit having been a past hand.
Thank you.
Okay? On this particular hand, we've got to find a lead. They bid spades and diamonds. I'm going to lead a club. It's called mud, middle, and then the 9 up, and then the 2. It's called mud. Mud leads. Middle, 7. Okay. U for mud, high, upper, and D, 2, down. Middle, up, down. So I leave the 7 of clubs. And let's look at our contract, everybody. Which is the master hand? The hand with the long trumps. In the diamond suit, we may have 2 diamond losers. We don't know where the ace and the jack is. In the spades, we've got none. On a club lead, we've got some nice leads here. We've got no club losers. But in the hearts, we could have 2 losers, but we can still get rid of one because on this lead of a club, you'll be able to throw a heart away on the ace of clubs. So let's look what happens. Jack of clubs, king of clubs, ace of clubs. All right. We do have a heart loser. There's no question about it. But we must get that 10 of clubs out of our way. Okay? Get it out now. Now we've got to get and play towards our honors. We do not know which way to play the hand. But we also have to ruff hearts. So if we draw trumps, we need to ruff our hearts, and we can't do that yet. So let's try this way of playing the hand. Ace of spades. Little spade. And you'll ruff it. Queen of clubs. You'll pitch your heart. And now you don't have a big problem on the hand. We need to ruff a heart. So let's play a little heart towards the queen. If you take the ace second hand low, you shouldn't take the ace. Then they've got the king and the queen. Second hand low. We're going to put up the queen. And then we're going to play another heart. And don't waste your time with the king. You know they haven't got it. You know that North has not got it. And what are they going to come back? If they come back a club, you'll trump it. Whatever they trump, you'll over trump. If they come back a spade, you'll ruff it. So if they play ace and another diamond, they're helping you immediately. So you've got choices. You can either come back a heart, or you can come back a club. Partner's got no more. So let's try that. Well, that didn't work out so well because if they rough, they're over rough with the jack. Now they've picked up the diamond suit. And letting them get a discard doesn't matter. So maybe you should just discard a heart.
Linda, would it be better at this point to lead a diamond from North just to avoid all the cross ruff?
I would never put down that ace in case they've got to look for the jack. The king is in dummy. It's committing suicide. I would never do that. There's nothing more for them to ruff. Don't put down the ace of diamonds. My other choice here is to throw the king of spades away, which I think I should do. And don't ruff it, okay? Now they've got to look for their cards. The king of hearts is not a trick. They've got to ruff this heart. And only then can they draw trumps. Well, now you don't know which way to play the diamonds. Do you play a little one to the 10 or do you play the king? You don't know. You absolutely have no idea how to play the hand. They'll take the ace. And they're going to come back the queen of spades. And you're going to ruff with the 10 of diamonds, and now you're going to ruff with the jack. Now, can you imagine if you played the ace of diamonds and another diamond, you would have picked up the jack of diamonds? This way, they don't make the jack of diamonds. You understand?
Thank you.
Okay? And now the rest is theirs. And what are they going to play back? It doesn't matter. They come back a heart, a rough and discard. They come back a diamond. It's all over. It doesn't matter. The rest are theirs. And you're making 10 tricks. 10? No, you're losing what? Yeah, you're making 10 tricks. So that's the right contract, 2 diamonds. Partner opened on the rule of 15. You add up your high card points plus the length of the spades when you're in a marginal game, marginal opening hand, okay? Any questions on hand number 5? Only when it's marginal, not if you have a full opening hand. I love questions. No one asked me anything. Okay, board number 9. That means I understand everything. Let's try hand number 9. It's gone past. East is the dealer. Pass by east. Pass by south. Pass by west. Now, third hand, we did last Tuesday. If ever you want to open third in hand, make sure if you've got these marginal hands that your opening bid has lead direction. When you don't have a lead directing suit, you should not open on a marginal hand. You want the lead. Now we're back in the 4th seat. It's gone pass, pass, pass. And now we're looking at 7 and 10 high card points. That is the time we use what's called the rule of 15. You add up your high card points, which is 10, and the number of spades, which is 5. That means you should open this hand 1 spade. I'm sure most of you would pass out this hand. I'm sure of it. But if you play the rule of 50, no one can outbid you with spades. A lot of people may double on this east hand. So whether east doubles or passes, because you're a pass hand originally, you show just under an opening hand. I'm short in spades. I can take any suit. But if you don't double and it goes pass, what do we do on the south hand? We add up our high card points, which is 10, and 3 for dummy points. How many of you remember the dummy points? I don't want you to forget about dummy points. You are going to be the dummy, and now you have found a wonderful 9-card fit. So therefore, you have now got 13 points. You should bid 4 spades immediately. Not 2, not 3, but 4 spades. And it's going to go pass, pass, pass. Now you've got 10 points in the north hand. You've got 10 points in the south hand. If we never had this lesson tonight, I will guarantee you that the majority of the people have all passed out their hand. And that is why ACBL does not allow you face-to-face to reshuffle a hand if everybody passes out a hand. Here is a situation where it looks like you're going to make 4 spades with 10 points opposite 10 points. What are they going to lead? The king of diamonds, top of a sequence. And now we're going to look at our losers, everybody. In the diamond suit, we're looking at 2 losers, but you look at dummy, dummy's only got 1. Remember, we're setting up the hand with the 5-card spade suit. Always remember which is the master hand, the one with the 5-card suit, the length. So we can trump 2 diamonds. We have no problem. So we've got no diamond losers. In the club suit, we've got 1 club loser. 1, okay? Just 1. In the heart suit, we have no heart losers because we have the ace in the dummy. And in the spade suit, all we have are 2 spade losers. Well, in case the spades don't break, I think we should trump our losers first, everybody. So let's try it this way. King of diamonds, little diamond, little diamond. I know we've got 9 trumps, but they don't always break. I would take my 8 of diamonds. I would trump it in the dummy. Now, because I'm not sure how they're going to break these spades. And I would play a little heart to the king. That's my taxi back. And now I'm going to play another diamond. And I'm going to trump it again. And it doesn't matter what I trump it with, because the queen, the 10, the 8, the jack, the 9, the 7 are all the same value. Now I've done my job. My next job is to draw the children off the streets. High card from the short side first, queen of spades. Are they going to put up the king? I've no idea. They were taught to cover an honor with an honor. But who knows? They don't see the jack, do they? Usually when you don't see the card, you cover. And what are they going to come back now? Well, they can't play the club. The only thing that could come back is a heart or the spade. They can't come back a diamond. What you don't see, you don't play. It's called a rough and a discard. So they may come back a spade. And you'll win the ace. Okay, and what's the next thing in line? Well, you're going to come back a heart. You're not going to ever do a finesse for declarer. When I see a king jack in dummy, it's not my job to do declarer's job. I will never play a club. It's only finessing for partner. I would come back this 4 of the queen of diamonds I could play, but I'd rather get the heart suit going because I haven't got the club out yet. I'm going to take the ace. And now they're going to play, all the trumps are gone, a little club to the queen. And they're going to give up the club. And the rest are yours. You've got all the spades and the jack of clubs, and now you made a hand with 20 points between the 2 hands using the rule of 15. How wonderful was this? Any questions?
Linda, just for your information, in some of our hands, North was the opener.
On this hand?
Yes,
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, I was west in
It can't be.
the
It
pass
says
out
East
seat.
is the dealer.
No, on our game, in the 0 to 50 game, North was the dealer. The cards are all right, but North was the dealer for some reason.
Same
Really?
with 0 to 20.
How did that happen? I don't know how that happened.
I don't know, but the rule of 15 didn't work for me in the west
Oh, you
seat.
know what? I know what happened. Number 9, North is always the dealer. That was a mistake by our technical staff. Because 9, North is always the dealer. It should never have been number 9. That hand should have been in number 10. And then
Yeah.
East is the dealer. I know exactly what happened. Because when you go back to the boards, I make the boards. 1 and 5 and 9 are all North dealer. And that's how I do it. 2 and 6 and 10 always East deals. And that's what happened. So this was in the wrong place. They put this hand in the wrong place. You're quite right. So what happened?
We passed out.
We passed out.
But why-
Interestingly, in
I
the
wouldn't
0
pass out. Well,
in the 7 pass outs, two boards bid 4 spades, 2 boards bid 3 spades.
okay, but let's look at the South hand now. If North passed the hand, which I would definitely pass, I think South might open a club knowing that you've got a rebid. Whatever partner bids, you can still bid. But I don't,
with only 10 points, you're gonna bid?
I'm third in hand. Remember that. I'm third in hand. I'm on in first or second seat. Third in hand, anything goes, you know. They might open a club. They might open a club. But I see what happened. It's definitely a technical mistake by them.
Linda, an interesting question. A minute ago, you said something that I've never heard before. You said that when you're playing in person and you have a passed out hand, the ACBL says you don't shuffle the cards before you put them back on the board. Why is that?
No, hold on a second.
No.
When you're playing in the duplicate game, okay, the hands are all pre-dealt.
Yeah.
So you can never shuffle them again because it's got to go back in the board. You mix them up in your hand that
Oh,
they
okay.
never
Yeah.
pass them out.
Thank you. I
But
misunderstood.
if you're playing in a game where they're not pre-dealt and they tell you to shuffle the cards, and you've been told to shuffle the cards, and you all pass out the hand, some people reshuffle because they say, oh, we don't want to have a pass out hand in this field. Let's redo it again.
Understood. Got it. Thank you.
That's what I mean.
Yep.
That's what I mean. Okay, but look at this hand. This hand could easily be passed out. Easily. Easily. Okay. I'm sorry that this was a little bit messed up. The 9 can never be correct. It should have been number 10.
Well, I'm glad that you explained it.
I explained it, so you know exactly the situation. And this is great, because now you know, okay? Are there any other questions?
Yeah, I was trying to figure out, so that changed the point scores then, right?
Oh, yeah. It doesn't matter, because everyone had the same who played in that game. Whoever played in the game got the same, so it doesn't matter. But the thing is, I'm trying to teach you, I want to go back to the highlights of this evening's lesson of opening in the 4th seat. Number 1, it's very important to know there are no weak 2s in 4th seat. Whether they're open on your left at the 1 level, followed by 2 passes, there's no weak 2. Any jump is a full opening hand. Usually 12 to 16 points. You could shade it to maybe 17. And if I had gone pass, a jump, whether it's 2 hearts, 2 spades, 3 clubs, or 3 diamonds, these are all full opening hands. That's number 1, what we learned tonight. Number 2, I know, yes.
Excuse me a second. What happens if you have a preemptive hand in a minor suit? You're saying that I
Can't preempt. It's very unlikely you've got a preemptive hand. You most probably would pass out the hand. Something went wrong.
okay.
If it's gone 3 passes, someone's gone wrong. Someone's got an opening hand somewhere. Do you see?
Yep, understood. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So I want to just go back to the highlights of today's lesson, because I think this is a lot to learn. And there's another hand that a lot of you came on late, and I did go over one of the hands, which I don't think you all saw this hand. It was a great hand where you got to learn about the balancing no trump. I think it's very important. Someone asked me how to bid the hand, and I'll tell you about it in a moment. So let's just go back. Number 1, there are no weak 2s in 4th. Number 2, when you have marginal hands, not a full opening, but marginal, like this one, you add up your high card points and the number of spades. And why is it spades? Because spades is the anchor suit, and if you open with shortage in spades, they will find their fit and outbid you, and you could have passed out the hand. So you don't want to give them a score. So that is why it's always spades. It's called the rule of 15. The other one is balancing in the 4th seat when the bidding's ready to die. I think it was hand number 7. Yes. Was it 7? I don't remember. Somebody asked me to give them a hand. Or 5. They are, or 10, I think it was 10. Someone asked me to give them a hand. And they
Yeah, it
asked-
was 4 or 10 I asked
I
for.
think it's number 10, didn't we say?
Yes.
Was it 10? Yeah. I'm just going to show you basically the situation. It's very important that we all know that we pretend we borrow a king from our partner. I think it was hand number 10. I'm not sure. Okay. So the dealer was East. It wasn't number 10. It was not number 10.
It may have been 7.
7. It was definitely not number 10. Let me go back to number 7. We need to learn from the pass, or 4th seat position. Right, looking at number 7. Right, the bidding will go, I open this hand. King, queen are 2 quick tricks. I've always got a rebid. I always open the middle of the 3-4 card suits, the higher diamonds. So it would go 1 diamond. And it would go pass. And it would go pass if they didn't bid a heart. And now we're in the balancing seat. And this is where I want everyone to know that if you bid 1 no trump in this seat, when the bidding is ready to die at the 1 level, it's weak, 11 to 14. You pretend you're borrowing a king from your partner. This hand is too good to bid 1 no trump. So the only way you can show this hand is to double first and then bid 1 no trump that shows 15 to 17. So if you go back to the archives of the balancing bids, you'll find them there. I've done it last year, balancing. But this is also in the pass out seat. So you would double first. And it'll go pass. And this hand has to decide whether to pass 1 diamond doubled, which I'm sure they're going to do, or they're going to bid 1 spade. And I don't know how the whole hand went on. Some people passed out this hand. Okay? So that's what I wanted to reiterate tonight. That there are no weak 2s and 4th. We use the rule of 15 with marginal hands, only marginal hands. And on this particular hand, I did mention to everybody that if I had 22 points or 21 with minors, I always bid with an ace in my hand over a minor opening. So if my partner opened a club or a diamond, I always bid a heart, always. Only because I have an ace in my hand. Any other questions? Okay, everyone's finished. Okay, I'm happy. Right. So I look forward to seeing you next week. Have a wonderful weekend. We are going to be here on Tuesday night, not on Thursday, because that's Thanksgiving. So I hope to see all of you on Tuesday night, and have a wonderful weekend, everybody.
Linda, just one
Yes.
quick question. I'm
Sure.
looking over my notes. 4th seat, you have an opening hand with a 6-card suit. You open 2 hearts, 2 spades, 3 clubs, 3 diamonds. Why wouldn't the diamond bid be 2? Because it's not going to be mistaken.
It all depends on the quality of your diamond suit. If you open 2 diamonds, people have space to bid at the 2 level.
Yeah, okay.
So I like to open at the 3 level, depending on the quality of my diamond suit.
Okay.
That is purely a decision amongst you, how you value your hand.
Okay, thank you.
I don't mind a 2 diamond at all, but if you want to do it, I sometimes like to open 3 so they can never come in the bidding.
Yep.
They come in,
Thanks.
it's easier over 2 than over 3.
Makes sense.
Okay?
Yep, thank you.
All right. Right. Have a great weekend. I look forward to seeing you on Tuesday night.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thanks, Linda.